Hey perps, how you doing, perpsicles? Perpsy perps, how are you? Let's just get music up. Music? I didn't mean music. Twitch chat. Pop out chat. There we go. Let's put the chat there. Twitch chat there. YouTube chat there. Sorted. Sorted. How are you doing? Let's have a better stream today, shall we? Let's have a better stream today. Drop some water in the cup. How are you, Pips? How's your day going? We're going to paint the red today. That's the plan. So we need a large, there it is, need a large model holder, and we'll throw some music on as well. Let's get some music on early. There we go. How are you, Perps? How's your day? Do 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 do. There we go. Let's paint her up. Those two can go in there. Don't need those anymore. Do need Evilson Scarlet, Mephiston Red, and Barretnard Burgundy. There we go. Do need those. Right, let's see if we can do some mixy mix. You okay, Peps? I started a very small little tank last night as well. Look, started this little thing, the STR-V03, and it's teeny tiny. Look at this. Look how cool this little tank's going to be. It's a teeny tiny tank. A teeny tiny tank. So it'll just be quite a nice little airbrush practice, I think. I've got the large version as well, but the large version, I got loads of etched brass for it, and I wasn't very experienced with using etched brush at the time, so it's a bit of a mess. So I'll see what that looks like once it's painted. But yeah, not too bad. Right, let's get a wet palette out. Try and be really careful with all this. Hey Tobes, how's your day going? There we go. This is early, yeah, 1:30. Well, I had a bit of a shit stream yesterday, so I thought I'd try and make it up for you. Okay. So we need some Baronel Burgundy. Some Mephiston Red. You weren't on for very long, yeah. And some Evil, Scarlet. Perfect. Just going to finish up the last of my stuff for a tournament. You're doing another tournament at the weekend? Fantastic. What tournament? Is this like Kill Team, Old World again? What you doing? What we doing now? Old World 2,500, so I've had to paint up a few bits. Nice. What have you added?
Professional Christopher, you're here. You have some paint, and my fucking music is on. How do I bully you now? I resign. Fuck.
I don't know. What bits have you painted up? How are you doing, Olivia? Yeah, I thought that yesterday's stream was a bit shit, so I thought I would stream a bit earlier. I got the video done this morning, so I recorded that this morning. I'm going to do another one this evening, but that's going to be Pantheon orientated. So. Sorcerer on foot, sorcerer in a chariot, and 3 more warriors. Nothing massively exciting, but realised my list shortcomings at TSN, so tweak. Nice. Fantastic, dude. Oh dear. Cough, cough. How tempted are you by Darkwater? How are you, Purples? Being a big Nurgle fan. I did really like the Maggotkin dude. Thought the Maggotkin looked amazing. You're snowed in. You want the box so bad. The box is. I'm really impressed with it. I'm glad I've picked up the other two Warhammer quests. So I've got Cursed City and Blackstone Fortress coming. Just the book cards. Book, cards, boards, rules, that kind of stuff. I did give her a bit of a pre-highlight as well. Did you receive it already? No, not the not Blackstone Fortress and Cursed City and stuff. Cursed City has been posted. Blackstone Fortress hasn't. It's still being prepared. Blackstone Fortress, actually, I got a really cheap postage on it because it's being delivered to a shop within very, very close walking distance for like half the price of postage, which was quite cool. I thought that was quite good. I like rule books. Is it really bad that I like rule books? Like, I like the Daggerheart rule book. I've read all the rules for Daggerheart and everything, and I don't know what it is. As I have all the expansions for Cursed City, there are such amazing models in the BSF, Blackstone Fortress. But I really love to get my hands on the expansions for Blackstone Fortress. Yeah, they're probably still available at some kind of gaming store somewhere on the shelf. It's just finding them. They're very expensive on eBay. Probably worth picking up though. But I am going to play Blackstone Fortress. Like when the cards and everything arrive, I'm going to single player it. Who's that? Ah!
Oops.
39 months! Bloody hell! You've been a sub for 39 months, Christine. Thank you very much. It's nearly 4 years. Wow. Hype as fuck for the new Nurgles. Still need to paint the models for both games. Aren't they just so cool? They are really cool. They're expensive as fuck on eBay. I was trying to put my finger on what it was about them that I liked Tobes, because I've never particularly liked Nurgle. And somebody pointed out that they are less like comical and whimsy. I was like, oh, I wonder whether it's that. I wonder whether it's like, because they seem to be a bit more John Carpenter thing orientated than little Nurglings with penises out orientated. Hey Alfredo, I'm doing alright today, thank you. Yeah, I thought I would stream a little bit earlier today because I have to apologise for yesterday's stream because I was shit. And not particularly conducive to good streaming. More serious, yeah. And the ones in Curse City, the ones in Darkwater, I think are definitely. Well, I thought they were kind of like turned down a little bit. But very much like them. Yeah, they're going to be all over Golden Demon. It's whether you can make them stand out. I think the Maggotkin as well, the new Maggotkin, I think some of those are going to be all over Golden Demon as well. That's interesting because, like, if somebody asked, like, oh, what tips would you have for Golden Demon? It would be don't paint Nurgle because everybody paints Nurgle. Like, find something else. They're going to look awesome in Glowy Melty. Glowy Melty? Oh no. Oh no, what? What freehand should we put on? Should we just do a fleur de lis again? Or is there something else we should do? Glowy melty, lots of glow and lots of Nurgle nastiness. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to put some glow on the dark water Nurgle. Probably like a greeny yellow glow, but I could totally see like a turquoisey blue glow as well. Hey Manaringo, how you doing? Turquoise look good, but then keeping the models in like browns and tans, yeah. Turquoise would look good in with the kind of really pale green as well. Brass weapons. How are you doing, Manaringo? What do I think of the Cathay reveal? I loved it. I loved it, dude. I would be very excited to paint all of that. Really happy the crane gunners are in. I really like those. I was a bit disappointed the Longma cavalry weren't in, Longma cavalry unit, but you can forgive that for the rest of it because it was all awesome. Been moving stuff around. We've been searching for a mirror, of course. It was the last place you looked. It's always in the last place you looked, because as soon as you find it, you stop looking. Therefore, it's in the last place. Right, once we get this down, we're going to get some black out and glaze some shadows. Glaze some shadows in.
In a row watching a man so obsessed with ultramarines, he uses their colour for everything.
Well, that's backfired today, hasn't it, Shirato? Although I am using the blue for your Drakari. I didn't watch it live because I was exhausted. We got the article at the end of the day. I like most of the reveals, not really asked with the Legions Imperialis stuff, but yeah, the Legions Imperialis stuff was like, yeah, whatever. I'm not. I like more tanks being added for Legions Imperialis. I don't really want more troops. Like, I just want more tanks, Titans, aeroplanes. I want armoured stuff in Legions Imperialis for me. Well, that was the idea anyway. Give me a second.
We will have none of that.
Oh, sorry about that, everybody. What's happening? What's happening? Shirato with the serve. What are we having none of? Oh, hook and pin with the 100 as well. Thank you very much. And a whiskey. Hey, Whisk. How are you doing? Right, so we're going to try and push this and then glaze some black back in. So we need some black.
Rude alert! Rude alert!
Rude alert!
Abandoned shop. This is not a daffodil. Repeat, this is not a daffodil.
This is not a daffodil. It's not a daffodil. This is not a daffodil. There we go. Okay. Thank you for the bits, Christine. That's really appreciated. Cheers, Christine. Duel of the Fates. It's badass, isn't it? That one. I like the donut as well. I like the donut one. That's probably my favourite. Who took the jam out of your donut? How's everybody's day going? Right, so we need this bit here nice and dark. This bit here nice and dark. Oh, bloody hell. The Iron-Haired Champion. The red. Jesus. Mephiston red. Black, Mephiston red, Evil Sun Scarlet. Was probably it. That was probably all it was. If they've got any edge highlights on that, the edge highlights were probably I don't know what the edge highlights would have been on that one actually. You love the model? I've still got it somewhere. It's probably in bits. I'm not a big squat fan, so it's literally the only squat I've ever painted. They always mix Fire Dragon Bright into the highlight for the red. Always! Always! They always do. I might have used Fire Dragon Bright. Your annual leave today and yesterday, back tomorrow. Do, 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 do. It was good timing, seeing as I'm painting red. I always prime in black, so yes. That's where the dark red comes from. Have you got a Votan army then? Is that what you're hoping to paint up? Right, what do you think of this so far? What do you think of this so far? And she gets to sit there like that, looking badass. So we are going to put a bit of a silk shine on the very top of this highlight with Wild Rider Red. Wild Rider Red is really good. Silk red highlight. We had an Avian resub as well. Thank you, Avian. Sorry, dude, I missed that. It's a subathon. I'm doing much better, thank you. Yeah, I was not in a great place yesterday. I was knocked back a little bit, but sorting out. I spent the evening painting the shit out of a model, so you'll get to see that model very soon, I'm sure. Right, now with that done, let's see if we can do a little bit on here as well, because these bits are going to be tricky, and I think I can get these much higher contrast. How about you, Manaringo? Dealing with some odd onboarding procedures. Some odd ones. I'm dealing with the same actually. I've never gone through an onboarding process before. They want an in-person meeting and ID verification at the IBM location with an IBM employee. Ooh, whereabouts is the IBM location? Is this going to be like a really cool... are you going to feel like a spy for the day? Going on location with an ID badge. Proper Captain Mannerings. They've already accepted your passport. Is it Volcano Lake opening up for helicopters? Oh, how cool would that be, Whiskey? Mannering. That would be super cool. Take your tuxedo. Wait, have I missed a throne thing again?
Miss me with that whipping accuracy shit. I shooting everything. I laying down cover fire. I shooting the walls. I shooting me teammates. I shooting myself. Me accuracy is 100%. You just don't know what I was aiming at.
Hook and pin, thank you very much. Can we have some hype in chat please for Hook and Pin, who's just bought me some paints on Throne? Completely missed that. That was when I was AFK, wasn't it? That's really cool, thank you very much. Hype, Hook and Pin. Right, I'm gonna put. I'm gonna do a test thing. Where is it? Just to celebrate. Thank you very much. Cheers, Christine. Yeah, that's awesome. Hang on. There you go. That's super kind of you. Thank you. A little put you down. A little pick me up. A little put you down. Thank you very much. You can do ! Throne in chat if you want to go and see. That's really cool. Thank you very, very much indeed. That's very, very cool. Thank you, Purpley Spark, for liking the Blue Sky post, because that's the only reason I saw it. Because I was AFK, wasn't it? I need to put that thing on the BRB screen. 1 second. There we go. That's so nice. Some pants. No, she's not bought me pants. She's bought me paints. you Wally. Thank you very much. That's really cool. Pants. As if. Right. That's going to be really cool. Oh, I need to pick a model to paint with those now. Have I got a vampire? Maybe I can do these. Maybe I can do my Court of the Seven. Maybe I can paint those with them. I got some vampire skin tone paints. What kind of pants? What kind of pants? Christine, I'm fed up with seeing you without pants on. I'm going to buy you some pants. CK Pants with Stephen Box as the model. CK Pants with Stephen Box as the model. CK Pants. Right. How's that red looking? That's not bad, is it? This needs to be this section here needs to be lighter because that's where the light's coming from. So I just need to glaze a bit into there. Oh, Christine, I'm excited now. Well, that's one way to pick me up. Thank you very much. I'm dead excited now. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. That was from Amazon as well, wasn't it? So that should, maybe, possibly arrive tomorrow, which is super exciting. They say you can't buy happiness, I know, right? The day I'm back at work as well. What, tomorrow? I'll be sure to post pictures. If they do. I don't know how Quick Throne works. Excuse me. There we go. Yeah, we'll have to do some. We'll have to do some vampire. We'll have to do a vampire. Christine, seeing as you were the ones who you were the person who did it, have you got any vampires that you think I might have that you want me to paint? I think it would be quite cool to do the Court of the Seven. I think they would be quite cool. Do the Court of the Seven models. I'll have to cover up nipples. But you can buy new pants. I can buy new pants, can I? Wouldn't surprise me with the amount of odd jobs Chris has. Those are pretty nips and all. Yeah. That's kind of why I printed them. They're my Court of the Seven for Trench Crusade. And I also want to get the because Archvillain has got a, which is what I was waiting for. They've got a 70% off discount code on the Archvillain stuff, so I can hopefully pick up the Japanese only models, all those Japanese demon ones, to do the Court of the Seven, like the Pride version. Tell you my impulse purchase this weekend is Monday. I was laser focused on work. Oh no, what was your impulse purchase? Was it another Alt War bike? to do another version. Did you buy a 3D printer? Crux to an artist! Nice! I wanna paint all of those in Deliverer red. Christine, that's super kind, thank you. Sorry, I'm still getting over that. That was really cool. I'm gonna have to clear a little space in my paint drawer. I'll have to rotate some paints into the out of action drawer, which is always quite fun to do. Actually, you go through and you be really critical about paints you've used and paints you haven't. I put my head in the local game store and was out for a walk and there were 2 boxes there. Oh no. Oh no. I need to walk past some gaming stores and see if there are any Blackstone Fortress expansions so I can pick those up. This is exactly what you're doing today. What, Terminators? So I have, I think you have to go into the dusty game stores or pure historical game stores or hobby train stores. What, to find the Blackstone Fortress ones? Yeah, probably. I would not disagree with that. Right, so we've got this done, so now we need to put the shine on the silk. And we do that with Wild Rider Red. Where is Wild Rider Red? Not Wazdacker. Wild Rider Red. There you go. This is a really nice, for some reason, I don't know why, it's very orange, but it's a really nice silk colour, silk highlight for red. So if you want to paint stuff that looks silky, this is your colour. Is now a bad time to annoy Chris by telling him you own Curse City, Blackstone Fortress, and Shadow. You got Shadows as well. Have you got all the expansions? I've got Blackstone Fortress and Curse City. Shadows of Hammerfall. I've completely forgotten about. I've just got Queen. Wait till the hammer to fall in my head now. There we go. Don't have any expansions. Shadows didn't have any new minis, but it was a fun little story. Oh, you got the expansion cards. Oh, wow. Now you got Queen stuck in your head. I mean, it's not a bad thing. Who wants to live forever? Who wants to live forever? Turn that off, shall we? BSF has most of the expansions. Bloodstone Fortress has most of the expansions. Trader Command and No Respite. Other ones I'm missing, but to be honest, I'm not bothered. That's a point. Maybe I should finally paint up Cursed City minis that have been sat gathering dust. We should do. Maybe in January we can do a game set thing where we paint all the models that we've got for board games and stuff that we've been meaning to, like Cursed City, and do the model a day thing that Purples has been doing so well. And try and get them all done. Who's that? Baby! Thank you for the follow. B-A-B-Y baby. Are you a getaway driver or a dancer? That's the question. Or some maybe. Just going back to the Einer Champion, you mentioned Evils and Scarlet. How would that have been applied versus the Mephiston Red? Like this. Since people have been complaining that Cataphracti are not chunky enough, do you think the tops of the old ones on the legs of the new work? I mean, they're not going to, are they? Because the fit is going to be completely different. I sort of agree. However, I would correct them by taking out a little bit of waste in the new ones, to be honest. I'd probably just take out a little bit of waste in the new ones and just drop them a little bit, because it's ever so weird. I don't know why they've done it. They've just added space in the waist, so the waist is more cut in, and they've added height to it. So you could probably just remove a little bit of the cut in, like they're wearing a corset. You remove a little bit of that cut in corset shape, and just jump them down a little bit. It probably works fine. Mephiston as a base layer and then Evil Suns as a highlight. Mephiston's a highlight over black and then Evil Suns are highlights over the Mephiston, yeah. Evil Sun's Scarlet on here is like there. That bit there is Evil Sun's Scarlet. And then this is all Mephiston red. V Racer, thank you for the follow. And we got a sub. No way! Baby. Thank you for the sub. Glaze some of that together. Same with this one here. Hey Hannah, how you doing? I am feeling better today, thank you very much. Welcome, sorry I have lots of questions, that's absolutely fine. Sexy Science, Hannah, how are you? How is your day? Everything going well? Aww. Hannah, that's very kind of you. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. It's amazing what can happen to your head when you get knocked a little bit. Oh, she's gonna look amazing. Right, okay, now what are we gonna put here? Are we gonna do the fleur-de-lis like we did last time? Would you have used any washed over red? No. That mate, I'm gonna make you sad. That was painted in like an hour for the article. I painted that I painted that Votan in like an hour and a half. Started a 6-hour print of paint holders for my paint drawer and woke up to them being the wrong colour. Oh no! No washers, no washers. No washers. Yeah, if anybody wants to remember the model that they're talking about, it's this model. Where is it? I think it's on there, isn't it? Is it on? No, where is it? There, that one. Yeah, it was that was like an hour. It wasn't it didn't take very long. It didn't take very long. Sorry. Kit bash on the helmet is awesome. Yeah, I can't remember whether that's just a straight head. I think it's just a straight head from the Fire Slayer lot. I think it's the Fire Slayer because I was talking to Jez about it. Because he was saying, I was talking to him because he saw the model and he was like, "Oh, Chris has done that. That's really cool." And then he saw me at the Bugman's in the bar, and he came up and he said, "I saw you put a beard on the Votan." I said, "Yeah, did you like it?" He said, I did. We couldn't decide because they couldn't decide whether to have beards or space helmets because beards obviously don't fit inside space helmets. Yeah, Jez is a legend. Jez is my pool nemesis. He always used to beat me at pool, which was utterly frustrating. And he used to laugh incessantly at it. And he was like, "Mate, you're such a better pool player, and just something in your head makes you lose against me." Yeah, and they had to decide whether they wanted beards or space helmets, and they went space helmets because they couldn't fit beards in space helmets. So that's why all the Votan are like clean shaved or moustaches. Anyway. Are there any sisters transfers? I kind of feel like just putting some transfers on this and battering them up a little bit. Very interesting as a Votan collector. You're welcome. I'm trying to think whether I've got that model anywhere left. They do have transfers. Are there any interesting transfers? Because I don't know whether I can be like... I mean, I should just freehand. I should just freehand the Fleur de Lis, shouldn't I? Like, it didn't take that long last time. Did you know the US they call them decals and in Canada they call them decals? Oh, transfers, yeah, decals. What do we call them? We call them decals. Yeah, it's a decal. Definitely not decals. Decals or transfers. I think they're more likely. They're more regularly known as transfers over here because they've always been water slide transfers. Like the long name for them is water slide transfers. So I think they're more readily called transfers over here than decals. I think she's looking pretty good though. Citadel, Vallejo, a little bit of scale colour, some secret weapon, unfortunately some AK, which I don't like to talk about too much. Yeah, that's about it. A regular intercessor now has more firepower than a Terminator. Why do they give so much love to bolters on intercessors and heavy intercessors, and yet storm bolters are just so sad? Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Which means I want to give my termies thunderhammers and storm shields, but then no shooty for an anvil siege force. Yeah, but thunderhammer storm shields is so cool for so characterful for what do we call it? For Imperial Fists. Right, let's do. The local Eldar comes to ask the captain questions and says he can have 2 minutes from your questions in a way that can be answered yes or no. Fell in love with Imperial Fist when I heard a story of them building a fortification to defend against a renegade Astartes force heading their way. I fell in love with Raven Guard when they were when they're assassins, and Dark Angels because they're medieval knights, and Night Lords because they're horror vampires. that's my giving in to things that I like and not trying to just make up a chapter. I didn't like the, as it turns out, I don't like the having to explain yourself every time over a homebrew chapter, so. Finally relented. Oh, battery's gone. 1 second, just highlighting this edge. There we go. Exclamation mark battery in chat to let me know that the battery's died. And then of course you get that great line from True Lies as well. My My sister... My sisters have just arrived. I'm going to have a very, very quick... I'm going to go make him a cup of tea. Is that alright? I'm going to go make him a cup of tea. But when we get back... We're going to... Bloody hell, she's looking good, isn't she? I think she's looking really cool. That's turning out pretty well, I think. There's a little bit there. That bit there needs more of a highlight. That bit there. Yeah, give me a second. I'm just going to go make my sisters a cup of tea. I didn't know they were coming today. Right, 1 second, everybody. They have got a key, so at least they can let themselves in. Right, 1 second. I'll be right back. Oh, that was cool. Sorry, my sister's wedding in a couple of weeks, and they just popped round to show me their makeup. They've just had their makeup done. Rusty, how are you doing, Rusty? Oh, was it a raid? Thank you, Rusty. How are you doing? How are you? How is the Rusty? He's getting her looking good. What, my sister? Yes, my sister's looking great. I thought you had new sister. Oh, no, my actual sisters. My actual sisters. No, not sisters models. My actual sisters. They just got back from the makeup artist lady person. So they're looking all sparkly. They're looking all sparkly and awesome. Right. So I just made them a cup of tea. They're just nattering. They're going to go in a second. They're not here for long. Oh. So yes, it is a repose and quite heavy conversion, because I am going to post, once she's finished, I am going to post to spot the difference, and you can all play spot the difference. But yeah, she's pretty cool. She's pretty cool. I like her. I like her. We need to do this. Definitely need to do a little bit more angling of red on this bit. Hey Sinister, how you doing? Sinister. So that's pretty much where that's going to sit. Just pull that in there a little bit, and then we'll glaze some black into the shadows for her. Whoops. But she's quite simply just fabulous, isn't she, Morvenn Vahl? Morvenn Vahl. I must build my Morvenn at some point. Definitely, and you must repose her like this as well, because this is properly badass. Let's play a little bit. Let's play a bit of spot the difference now. Whoops. Bunny, thank you for the resub. So there she is. 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 That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. I massively prefer mine. I massively prefer mine. There's one thing on mine that I really, really like. Yeah, that's fab. That silhouette is so much better. So yeah, I've got a stream of bullets, which I'm going to put coming out of there as well, because she's firing. So that's going to be pretty cool. That's going to be, we'll probably do an entire stream just painting that, because that's going to take a while. We'll probably do an entire stream just painting this, because it's going to take a bit. Right, leave that for a bit. Like I say, that's something to do. That's probably an entire stream, just doing that and then getting the glow and everything on here. Right, so what do we need? We need some black. Has anybody watched Frankenstein yet on Netflix? I still haven't got around to watching it. Not yet, no, me neither. I'll try and remember to watch it tonight, although I do want to do some Pantheon videos tonight. I need to do some top 5 things, top 5 feedback suggestion things for the Rogue and the Necromancer. I want to try and get those videos done tonight. I forgot it was on there. I will be, because Oscar Isaac. Yeah. He's going to be pretty good in it, isn't he? What do we think to this so far then? Have I got the lighting and everything right? Don't think it's too bad. Hey Shirato! Halfway through, I was watching it in the Airbnb Saturday night, but I had to go to sleep for day 2 of the tournament. Nice. There's my throne list, if anybody wants to go check it out. And again, thank you very much to Christine for the paints earlier. Super, super cool. Right, so these need to be white, so we want those to be white tipped. I don't think they want to be red, I think they want to be white, so we need to make those pure white. We've made them grey, so now they need a white highlight on top of them, which will be good. Yeah. I think we can probably make that gold. And then all this needs details painting in. All the silver needs the highlights doing, because the silver's not even remotely started yet. The silver is the silver at the moment is just airbrushed and washed. We've just been glazing some of the bits in. Is it reasonably good so far, Shirato? Do you like it? I'm going to try and view it as without any preconceptions. The Del Toro charm. Be right back, no worries. Now, do we paint fleur-de-lis on here? Or are we lazy and just use a transfer? What are the transfers? Cover it? Nah. I'm not that invested. Pattern cloth? No. Okay, so the Sisters of Battle transfers are dull. There's nothing interesting on those. So if we do a fleur-de-lis here. The thing is, it's right on the highlight. Let's have a look at the one I did before, see if we like it. So, I did that really low. I did it really low. That is not a bad idea. Do I have any favourite washers for a weathered armour look? Not really, I don't really use washers. Gorgrunter fur and Fire Slayer flesh for like rust is my only thing. You're having okay, Chris, I am now having fits like you are with transfers. Suggestions for Dark Angels. Having fits? What do you mean suggestions for Dark Angels? Suggestions for what? Suggestions for transfers? Get the Horus Heresy transfer sheet. Yeah, that is pretty good, isn't it? I can't believe I raffled her off. She's really cool, isn't she? She's really cool. You have the Horus Heresy sheets, but I was saving them for 30k. Don't save them, use them. And then get another one. Case in point. Horus Heresy. Horus Heresy sheets. Horus Heresy sheets. That's what they're there for. They're there to be used. Use them. They're far better than the 40k ones. The 40k ones have got weird pixelation as well. Like if you look at this, I think this is one. No, that's not one. Which is the one? Was it on? Maybe it was on the Dreadnought. Yeah, it's this one on the Dreadnought. This is a 40k one, and it's got pixelation. Like, it's got a pixelated edge. I had to break it up. It doesn't show too much now because it's had the matte varnish over the top, and the matte has like knocked it back. But the 40k ones are like really poor quality, really poor resolution compared to the Horus Heresy ones, which are just insanely good. So yeah, just use the Horus Heresy ones. Sorry, that's just my answer. That's just my answer. Right. So so if we do a fleur de lis here, then, and we do it like I did the other one. It's just how to do it, isn't it? Let's get a fleur de lis up. Okay.
Start wearing purple, wearing purple.
Hey, Squeezel. Okay. Special ones were pretty good, but they were a new print. I have to believe Horus Heresy is red versus white, so it causes the brain to go derp. How are you doing, Squeezel? Enjoying the cooler weather? Nice. That's because I broke my brain because it's 30. Freedom units. Freedom units? Oh, Fahrenheit. Freedom units. Oh. That was not a question, fat fingers. That was not a question. What was the question? This is going lopsided. Looks like it's going a little bit lopsided. So just paint over the bit that's going lopsided. F is for freedom, bald eagle screams. Oh, you got a question mark at the end. Gotcha. Really should get a better brush to do this. So Brandon Leo, what did he do? What's Leo done? Has he been a Tato dad? You can go outside. So when did it? Oh, just checking. Just checked in my Dido box. Got some Sister Butter fleur de lis from the Mighty Brush. There were 2 rows on the bottom of the fleur sheet that are 20mm tall and 17mm wide. Each row is a bit different design from the other. Oh, nice one, buddy. Going to love and leave. Paul's home. No worries. See you later, Christine. Hope you like the little bit of freehand we've been doing. Say hey to Paul for me. I think we can probably make that a little bit longer as well. We can probably make that a fraction longer, so I'll probably extend that a fraction. Oops. Yeah, I definitely need to extend that a fraction, don't I? I need to make it bigger. And this is the fun thing about freehand that I really like. You can just keep touching up and painting. That's better. Just that fraction longer look. It was just a sheet of script to go on purity seals. That's kind of cool. I like that. We freehanded all the purity seals on Hannah's Celestine. That took ages. So Hannah's Celestine commission, we did freehand all the way down all the purity seals on that. So that was fun. You were just looking at her. Is she looking all fantastic? I love that commission. I thought that was really cool. Looking at her respectfully. And you didn't want to do the backs. No, I didn't think purity seals would be double-sided. But you all made me do the back, so it's fine. So Sexy Science Hannah got a fully free-handed all of Celestine banners. They aren't double-sided. Well, don't say that now. You kind of had to do Celestine's double-sided because the interesting ones down at the bottom, which you kind of want to see, would end up being on the inside. So you kind of have to do them double-sided. So yeah, we did text. We put a C. We put a C on there. We put an H. I think didn't we put H and N? And then we put a C and an F, and then yeah, it was quite cool. And a fleur de lis. I think we free-handed a fleur de lis on there as well. Feral Guy, thank you for the follow. I've got chili tonight. I'm going to enjoy doing that. That's how we kind of justified it. It was like, it is Celestine. She's going to have all the purity seals ever. Right now, do we glue her on? No, we don't glue her on because I still need to get access to all these cables and things. Fucking hell, she looks good, doesn't she? What do you think? Do you think she looks good in the red and the silver? I think she looks really cool. This still needs highlights and everything. I'm going to swap brushes and do all that. Yeah, right, let's do some more glazing. Because we need to do more glazing basically, but I haven't glazed the metallics on her legs. Guessing you're going to do some different colours on the silver, or just leave all the light trim and fleur-de-lis as they are. What, you mean these bits? I was going to just high contrast them. So they're still going to be silver on the armour, but they're going to be like non-metallic. I tend to paint, like when I'm doing like really good quality true metallics, I tend to paint them like non-metallics. So you push in the contrast. Look, you can see you've got the bright bit here and the dark bit there. The other day I suggested to a friend that you can, in fact, use other paints and metallics and washes to shade and highlight metallic paint, and it blew his mind. My Vallejo matte black is my favourite shade for silver. This is the equivalent of Vallejo matte black here. And it has to be matte because, like, what you want to do is, when you're doing this sort of stuff, is control the gloss, the glossness, the gloss levels of the silver. So now you've got that nice shine down the centre, look. There we go. Here we go. I don't have to be too worried about the bottom of the boots because we are going to weather those. More bottles before they change the formula. What kind of base are you looking at? Dusty Ruins? Yeah, Dusty Ruins. Dusty Ruins. She does deserve Dusty Ruins, doesn't she? I might even change the base a little bit. Kind of want to put her on a plinth, to be honest. I also think she deserves a plinth. So I might do a plinth. But yeah, she's rather cool, isn't she? Durin, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the YouTube sub. There's another video out tonight for those of you who are on my YouTube, looking at the Stealth Boys. Looking at the Stealth Boys. She looked really cool in a sandstone coloured ruin. Yeah, she definitely would. She definitely would. Whether I want to paint these a different colour, because I painted these white when she was on gold. Maybe it doesn't need it. Bjornson's on Twitch now as well. Thank you very much for the follow on Twitch. Yeah, she's a bit good, isn't she? Morvenn Vahl is a bit good. I'm something of a villain. Why am I something of a villain? I know, dude. I know. It fixes everything I hated about the model as well. Fixes everything I hated about the model as well, which is why I did it. And I have a set of the Nundum warriors to do the same thing to. Get torso twisted. She actually hasn't had a torso twist.
We can always build more killbots.
Well, I suppose technically, I don't know. She's had a torso focus repose, I suppose, but she actually hasn't had a torso twist. Just the way she's been reposed has suggested that she's had a torso twist. The big thing for me, in case anybody has missed it, is the lack of church bit in here. There's a distinct lack of church bit in here. You ready? So all that peak is all putty. That's all putty. Because I really like that silhouette. That silhouette's fantastic. This silhouette is rubbish. That's lovely. This is really nice. That's really nice. That's the focus. That's what it should have been. That's what the model always should have been. Which is why I think nobody spotted what I've done. Because this is just what the model should have been. The head placement. Yeah, the head placement feels wrong. Like the whole weight of the whole model is all wrong when you get that church on the top. And I love the silhouette that it now gives. And I really want to make this bone white. This has to be bone white because then you can see it through the church bit. Have you seen the new article about Titus? No. Do I have to go watch it? Belly button head is for Nurgle, not sisters. Yes. Belly button head, yeah. Yeah, this needs to be bone white as well. So we'll do that at some point. We'll just do, because I've got a tiny bit left on the wet palette, we'll just do a little bit of that in the model. Just so that you can see, I want a really, really warm but very bright bone white on this spear shaft. That's going to be a very, very, it's going to go all the way up to white, but it's going to have that warm bone in the shadows. It's a reasonably easy conversion. Removing the church bits is a bit of a pain because like all of that there is all putty, so you have to kind of match the peak, which is a little bit tricky. You can see it wobbles a tiny bit. Like I've got a bit of a wobble there. It's a bit flat. Unfortunately, there's nothing really you can hide it with. So you just have to live with it. It's not like at the front where you can just like drop a purity seal or something on it. So you just have to kind of live with it, which is even worse when it's metallic. But you can glaze. I can glaze a little bit of black in here to darken that recess and try and hide a little bit of the bad sculpting. Well, not really bad sculpting, the bad finishing. There we go. And the same down there. Kind of looks like we're getting more Chaos for Fantasy or Old World looking at that rumour engine post. Nice. Yeah, what's the new? Everyone loves a nice warm bone shaft. Armies on Parade, yeah, whatever. Titus, Armies on Parade, rumour engine. Oh yeah, that looks very maraudery, doesn't it? That looks very maraudery. It's an orc top knot. Could be an orc top knot. 11th edition orc. So, yeah, interesting. There's Titus, even particularly Lucius Trajan, Demetri Titus, Cato Sicarius, Sylvester Acheron, whoever he is, Demetri and Titus again. Okay. Everyone loves a nice warm bone shaft, yes. I have this model, I'm so excited to paint it. Nice one, Rhonda. This one is heavily converted, so it will look a little bit different to the one that you've got. But thank you, yeah. I've liked this model since it came out. There were just a number of things that I wanted to correct. And I do think correct, because I don't think the model is... I think the model definitely has some problem areas, which I feel like I've addressed. And as Sinister has just pointed out, he now hates me because I've made Morvenn Vahl look good, as she was always supposed to. She was always supposed to look this good. She just didn't. Which is fine. Because then it leaves room for people like me to come in and make her look good. Like, if you're holding a heavy bolter, why would you not be firing the heavy bolter rather than pointing your spear? Especially with that face. Like, she's got an face. She's got an face. She'd always be firing her heavy bolter. And I just so happened to get these little explosion things. In fact, I think I bought... Did I buy the explosion things just for her? I think I bought them just for her so that she was firing it. And then we can put plenty of OSL around there once we get this nice and bright, and we're going to have, like I said, we're going to have shells ejecting out of here, which is going to look really cool. Clear this line so I can fire my heavy bolter. Yes, this line here, clear it, because I want to fire my heavy bolter. That's what it should be. We should get. I should buy both, and then I should get that one. That's like, clear the line so I can fire my heavy bolter. Paint them the same. Paint them the same, and then just be like, fire over there, my lady. I'm glad you like it though, Sinister. I'm glad you've picked up on what I tried to do. So yeah. I think I might go and make some chili. Well, I say make some chili. I've already made it. It's in the slow cooker. Just rehated the third batch of chili to have a jacket potato. Nice. It's like in Space Marine 2 when you're ripping the heavy bolter and your teammates walk in front of you and just stand there. Make sure you stretch and hydrate. I have been stretching and hydrating. Thank you. We had a break midstream because my sisters turned up, so I went and made them a cup of tea. Yeah, they've gone now. Right, I do think I'm going to call it there though, because I think this is looking pretty fab, and I'm pretty happy with where it's at for today. So we can come back tomorrow, carry on with November and do a little bit more. Movie night this week is Wolves, which is the Brad Pitt, George Clooney one. After the success of Bullet Train last week, because that was bloody brilliant, I thought I'd keep the vibe because that was so entertaining. I thought I'd try and keep the vibe of entertaining films. We aren't Italian here. We are not Italian here. Hey Alog, how you doing? Yeah, she's looking alright, isn't she? Thank you. Thank you very much. Actual Sisters, not a Games Workshop order. Yes, my actual sisters turned up, not Adeptus Sororitas sisters. Not since I started remembering how to take my meds. Right. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, and we're going to do some more Morvenn Vahl tomorrow. We're definitely going to do some more Morvenn Vahl tomorrow. What do I need to do? Do I need to do anything before tomorrow on her? I don't think so. I kind of want to get to the point of gluing her torso on, but to do that I need to do all this pipe work. So maybe I do the pipe work before tomorrow so I can glue her on. Maybe. Sounds like a plan. It does sound like a plan. I'm very, very thankful for you all hanging out and watching me and hyping me up, and all the subs and the bits and the throne presents and things like that. That's been a big help today. Thank you very much, especially after yesterday. So thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks for being here for me, and I am obviously here for you as well on stream. There we go. Fantastic. New painter here, trying to learn and paint some old D&D minis. So you can follow me on YouTube. There's loads of painting tutorials on YouTube, and you can also follow, if you follow Rich Gray as well on YouTube. Can somebody do !Rich in chat, please? And then !YouTube. So !YouTube to follow me, and !Rich to follow Rich, because Rich has got a similar style, which is why I've got this style, to be honest, because I copy Rich. So those two YouTube channels, there's free content on both. !YouTube as well, please, for mine. Make sure you follow me. Thank you very much. Right. With that, I'm going to go make some chili. Thanks very much, everybody. That was really cool. I enjoyed that. I was trying to darken this bit here. Stab, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the YouTube sub. It's appreciated. I have broken, by the way, guys. I've broken 5,000 followers on YouTube. Finally. It's taken a long time, but we finally got there, which is very, very cool. Thank you very much, everybody. There's a YouTube video going live tonight on the Kill Team, the new Kill Team, Dead Silence, the Tau. Yesterday was the Raven Scouts conversions, so that video is now up on YouTube. So if you want to go and look and find out how I did all these conversions for the Raven Scouts from the new Kill Team, and then this one as well, that's obviously up there tonight, so you can all go and watch that one. Please go watch that one, drop a comment and a like, which is obviously really beneficial to YouTube. Why would you want to know how to ruin perfect Space Wolves? By improving them. If you improve the perfect Space Wolves, you make them even more perfect Raven Scouts. Right, who is on? Nobody. Glorious Badger. Okay. Right. Have a good one, everybody. Does not compute. Have a good one, everybody. I'm going to go make some dinner, and I will see you all tomorrow for Morvenn Vahl Part 3. Morvenn Vahl Part 3. We definitely need to finish off the freehand as well, because that needs some more highlights and stuff. So, yeah, have a good one, everybody. Take care. Bye.